Good morning, students. I hope you are fit and fine. Today, our topic is pollination and fertilization. So, pollination is the first step of plant reproduction. If you want to define the pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or the another flower of the same species. So, important thing is here there are two types of pollination. First one is self pollination and second one is cross pollination. If you will consider the self pollination, it is of two type, that is autogamy and geitonogamy. And in cross pollination, it is of one type, that is known as allogamy. If you will consider the autogamy, what happens in it? The pollen grain reaches to the stigma of the same flower. This condition of pollination is known as autogamy. But in second condition, the pollen grain reaches to the another plant which is situated on the same plant to the flower, that is geitonogamy. Geitonogamy, once again, the pollen grains reaches to the same plants of different flower, as you can see in diagram. Whereas in cross pollination, the pollen grain is transferred to the one plant to another. So this is termed as cross pollination. So now it is very important to understand what is condition for the self pollination. The flower should be bisexual, that is the anther and stigma should be mature at the same time, and they should be present on the same flower. Whereas second condition is homogamy. The pollen grain and stigma should be ready to produce the pollen grain and ovum at the same time. And if you will see the advantages of the self pollination, parental character are preserved. In self pollination, the basic parental character is preserved. It is transmitted to next generation. And second one is no wastage of pollen grain. In self pollination, there is no wastage of pollen grains at all, because the pollen grains is about to reach at the same flower or another flower of the same plant. So there is no wastage of pollen grain. And third is, if you will talk about the advantage of self pollination, the scent and nectar is not required. So it is not necessary the flower which is being pollinated by self pollination, it is not necessary it should have scent or nectar. But with the advantages, there are a lot of disadvantages of the self pollination. We will talk about the disadvantages. The first disadvantages is that there is a weakening of variety. The variety is deteriorating in each and every generation. And second one is defective character cannot be stopped. What character is not suitable or defective, it will be transmitted to the next generation. So this is the big disadvantages with the self pollination. And next disadvantages is that new variety cannot be produced. By the process of self pollination, new variety cannot be produced. Now let us see the advantages of cross pollination. First advantage of cross pollination, healthy offspring can be produced. By the process, in each and every generation, the healthy offspring can be produced. Abundant and viable seed is produced, which is sustained in the next generation. New varieties can be also produced. So these are the advantages of the cross pollination. Now let us talk about the disadvantages of the cross pollination. First one is pollination is not always certain because the pollen grains has to reach to the another plant, so it may there is a quite possibility of the far situation, so there is a pollination is not sure in so many cases. And the second disadvantages is that there is a lot of wastage of pollen grain by the process of cross pollination. And third disadvantages is that it is uneconomical process of the pollination, because you see for the cross pollination the flower should have bright color or scent, or there should be the nectar. So this is all about the disadvantages of the cross pollination. For today, this is all about regarding the pollination. Thank you.